1622, April 11th, 2026. Right now marks 2,333 hours of progress on the global horror simulation. Currently, the voxel-based line of sight system that works without raycasting has been updated to be as precise as it possibly can be, as the algorithm has been improved to block the minimum amount of voxels that it can, or attempt to block the minimum. And so this is basically as precise as it can get without actually making the voxels aware of geometry, as what has been discovered is that with raycasting, more precise line of sight is possible because rays can pass through empty geometry. However, with voxel stepping, or basically having a bit of geometry block one voxel, and then every voxel that is sort of near that gets blocked, those voxels aren't really aware of whether they should be blocked or not. So the only way to really improve this would be to, instead of sort of marching through voxels and then blocking the first one near geometry and then blocking ones along that sort of angle, the only improvement would be to sort of pre-calculate rays upon objects by voxelizing them, and then sort of shoot rays out and then subdivide those into points, and then sort of pre-calculate the amount of points going in any given direction. And when the player or eye is facing in a certain direction, sort of use those to sort of directly block only specific voxels behind an object, so the objects themselves are sort of aware of what direction voxels behind them can be blocked, as the voxels themselves allowing them to block each other sort of leads to more voxels being blocked than would be natural. Though this iteration of the program is good enough for now for 3D Fog of War, as it doesn't have any sort of egregious gaps, it would seem. So it does block more than seems natural, but at least in comparison to previous iterations, it does sort of look more natural. And so the intention going forward is to use it for 3D height-based fog of war using actual volumetric fog, and see how that looks when combined with the sort of visual grid in front of a vantage point, which serves as a player vision as well as a bunch of levels subdivided into voxels that can be used to see what should be seen versus what should be hidden.